This is a long question, so please bear with me and don't turn me off right away, okay? So here I start. This is from a screen name Butter Ocean, and the question is, almost 2 months ago, I badly injured my psoas running. Ouch. Okay. I began running on a treadmill and got worse, and I would not let it rest. I didn't think I had to because the pain wasn't as bad yet. Then it got worse really fast. The pain was so bad I had to move my leg with both hands since it couldn't move it on its own. The pain was in the groin area all the way down to the knee and my lower back as well. I also have lordosis. My posture has been bad for a long time, given the fact I was a fat, lazy kid. I'll be honest. Weren't most of us, in a way. The psoas is doing a lot better than it was before. I stretch it every day and just recently started light yoga for it. It does help a lot. I also walk up hills for almost 3 miles each day. The psoas is still tender, but has healed a bit. However, I still cannot run at all. Can't even jog. Do you think this is a permanent injury? I have read that the psoas can take from weeks to months to heal, but I have a feeling, being 30 years old, having served in the Marine Corps, and in the past that I may have caused something serious. What do you suggest? Do you think I will be able to run again for some time in the future? Please help if you can. I'd appreciate it greatly. Well, since you've been walking up hills and doing those kind of problems, one of the major muscles you might want to concentrate it on is actually the lower back area. And it's the QL, it's right in the lower back. So what you're going to do is place your hand on the lower back and just raise up one leg. So the leg that you have your hand on for the hip. And that muscle, some people call it the hip hiker muscle because it raises up your hip. So if you're giving your problems, it's in the same vicinity of the psoas in a way, but the quadriceps, of course, is posterior. And the psoas is really deep, and it's more anterior, kind of deep posterior too. But again, the QL is the most posterior muscle back there. But that's one that can give you low back problems if you're having any pains like that. And again, with hip hiking, those kind of problems. But with the psoas, I mean, it can refer pain in so many areas, and it can take a long time to heal. But what you can do is called a strain counter strain, and you don't have to necessarily stretch it all the time because some people believe to always stretch it and try to make it elongated. But sometimes with the psoas, it's more contracted sometimes. So what you want to do is you palpate and locate the psoas, and then bring up your knee. So you're actually contracting it and relaxing it. So you're not pushing any deeper when you're pushing on that area. So you're going to find the tender spot and then move the leg till there's little to no pain, and then hold it there for 90 seconds to even a couple minutes if you'd like. But that's just another option, especially if you don't like pain at all. But it's kind of retraining the muscle to be in a more relaxed state is what that technique is. So again, find the area, and some people call it hold and fold. So if you want to look, you're basically finding an area, you're giving it some discomfort, and then you're going to bring it to little to no pain, and you're going to hold it there for a while then. So that might be a good option. But if you're having pain that's going down the side of the leg all the way down to the knee, if it's more the lateral side of the knee, it might be, you got to look at your posture too. So if one foot is going out more, the piriformis, it's a glute muscle, that could be actually rotating it out so it's more contracted, and that's common with runners too. So there's even a thing called piriformis syndrome. Of course, I can't diagnose and stuff, but that's one thing you might want to look at. And there's also a thing called runner's knee, and it could be problems with your tensor fascia lata. Okay, so the TFL. But saying TFL is too boring, so that's why tensor fascia lata. So it's a coffee muscle if you want to look at it that way. But that muscle, and also most of it is tendon, of course. So it's a really long tendon, and that can get really tight. And sometimes it's really hard to stretch that area out, so that's why you have to kind of bring your leg over your other leg and kind of pull the knee down is what you want to do. To help stretch out those areas. Or you can go the totally opposite way again too. So you can even get a tennis ball, lay down on the floor, or even put a tennis ball against the wall and then right in the glute region, and then move your leg around to help stretch those areas out. But it might not be just the psoas that's giving you problems, because what happens is when somebody injures something, you're going to overcompensate in other areas, so that's why you have to palpate and look around. And there's also, if another thing, if it's going down your leg, it's gluteus minimus trigger points that could be causing you problems. But of course, there's sciatic problems, you name it. But again, the only way to really diagnose anything is check with your doctor just to make sure of those, what could actually be causing it. But sometimes even a physical therapist, if you're not getting any luck from a doctor to get those things, but massage therapists, we can get into the muscles and see if we're going to mimic any of the kind of pains you're having. So that's our goal, is we're going to poke and prod and find out if we're going to mimic any of the kind of pains that you're having. And then it might be that area that's causing you discomfort or pain. And we also want to know what actions that hurts the most. So if it's more sitting or standing or lifting or twisting or turning, you name it. But what action, then you can sometimes find out what areas to concentrate on more too. Let me just look over this really quick. But you said it goes down to the knee and my lower back as well. So again, it depends on what part of the knee. So if it's lateral, it might even be the vastus lateralis muscle, so it's a lateral quad muscle. But if it goes down the center of the knee, right to the patella region, aka kneecap, it can be the quadris laborum, rectus femoris, so that's the main one there. Or if it goes to the medial side of the knee, it could be the vastus medialis muscle that's causing you pain. But if it's going the back of the knee, on the lateral side, so the outer side, that could be the biceps femoris, or femoris, some people call it. So potato. But that's one you want to concentrate on. So it all depends on what area you're having the pain that you might want to concentrate on. So I hope that helped a little bit, and that's it for now, and palpate you later. And any other people that have run into this kind of problem, please help and leave the comments in the section below. Thanks.